Hello friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead. How are you all doing this morning? It's been busy again. I've got quite a few cookie recipes up, cookie videos up, and they're getting a lot of views, so I know you guys are watching them and I hope you're making them. I know a few of you have. And especially with the candle ones that I did, the shortening candles. Lita, that candle was pretty. I did see it in my Facebook. Remember my garbanzo beans? They're all washed and ready, and I made room on my shelf for them. So I gotta get them put away. So I figured I'd do that while I did the chat. I have to go today, and not much going on today. I'm gonna have to postpone my ham video till tomorrow because today I'm going to help my mother wrap her gifts. So I'm gonna take care of that, and that way it's all done and she doesn't have so much to do. So those are good. And hey, check this out. I made sloppy joes, and it is in my cookbook too, the classic sloppy joe. I made them the other day and I had a nice bunch left over. So when I did, because there's meat in it, it's got to go for, 75 minutes. So I took the leftovers and I put it in a jar, put a lid on it, and I canned it up with my garbanzo beans. So I've got that for extra. Oh boy, I'm having a ball being home. I got offered a job the other day, a full-time job for, no, I turned it down. It's not, I don't want to, you know what, I go to bed at probably about 8 o'clock, between 8 and 8:30. I'm in bed because every morning I'm up at 4 o'clock. It's just the way I have been for years. I get up at 4 in the morning, every morning. Sometimes I sleep in when I wake up at 5:30, but for the majority I go to bed with the chickens. Anyway, so I kind of turn that down. I think I'm gonna stick with my respite. I know a few people have asked me to do like a chit chat on how to make extra money in your home. And I can prepare a nice little chit chat for that, but I'll tell you what I do is I'm going to do a little respite care. And for those of you who do not know what respite care is, it's just it's not an everyday thing with the same person. It's not like a scheduled, but I'll go in, like if you're taking care of your elderly parents and you need to go grocery shopping or go do your errands, well, you just call me and I come and I sit with them for, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long you need to be gone. And that's respite care, when you need a break. So I'm going to do that because it's not an everyday thing, and I can still, and sometimes it's even out of my home. People will come to my home, and, when somebody comes to my home for respite, I'll make cookies with them, or I'll do something. We'll have a ball. Even if we just chit-chat and have coffee or whatever, we'll have a ball. But that's what I'm going to stick to is my respite. Now, my degrees are in business administration and accounting. And that was a job that I was offered. But I think I'm going to decline it. I'm real hairy about that. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to my respite because I like that. Friends, I put myself through 6 years of college. And it was not cheap. But I put myself through 6 years of college for business administration and accounting. And I hate it. Absolutely. Now, come the end of the year, I do taxes for friends, and I don't do a whole lot of them, just a handful, but I always, and they do pay me a little, or we'll trade something, whatever, but I always do taxes and home heating credits and property credits for the elderly, and I never charge a dime. They've earned that. So I have, probably a small handful of people that I do that for, and I do all that pro bono. I make sure they get it, that they're taken care of, because they deserve that. And so the respite, that's what I'm going to stick to. And then I still do my little odd and end taxes, and sometimes I do a little bit of accounting work, but it's not every day. But I keep up on it anyway. So with that, you guys are getting the cookbooks in. I have not gotten mine yet, and I'm dying to get it. When I put the cookbook together and I send it off to be printed, or upload it to be printed, I never know how it's going to turn out, how the final cookbook is going to look. I can only say, okay, I made these ones 5x7 because that's yada big and it's perfect for kitchen, or, you know, that cookbook, and it's paperback, so it's perfect to put in a little, you know, like recipe holder. You can just set the book in there and, you know, prop it up and you have it right there. What I really wanted was spiral. I love the spiral bound cookbooks, but that would have made the cookbook even more expensive. And considering it's 180 pages, I had to keep it affordable for everybody, you know, so that was what I did. And $21 for 180 pages of love, it's a good price. So, and keep an eye on it. It's at, the link to it is in the description box. And if you just keep an eye on it, you probably could get them from 30 to 50% off. I don't know, they might run a sale after Christmas. They might be running a Christmas sale right now. I'm not sure, but usually they have pretty good deals in there, and you can get it 20% off, 10% off, but you can usually get it at a discount. And for those of you, if there's anybody that doesn't purchase anything online, because I know my mother's one of them, she sends a check or she sends a money order, or she does not purchase online. She refuses to put her card online or any of her banking information. If you want to buy a cookbook, but you do not want to buy it online, just send me an email that you're interested in one, but you want to order it through me, and I'll tell you the steps we got to take, and I will get you a cookbook. Not a problem. You can send me a money order, whatever you want, and I will ship that thing out, because I've got a handful of them coming to have just for that case. So with that, everybody that wants a cookbook can most certainly buy one, and you can start getting them now. I know I've been selling a few of them, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased, and I'm especially pleased because the ones that are coming in, you guys are commenting and telling me, "Oh, it's awesome! I love it." I'm so glad, because I did put a lot of time and effort and love, and I rolled my brains right out into this cookbook. And I've got recipes from when I was a kid. I've got recipes from my grandparents in there. I've got recipes that I have gathered all my life so far. Some of them are in there, and I did my very best to keep it to where recipes, well, of course I've modified recipes all through the years, to because there was times when I had to cook stuff and I didn't have the fancy ingredients, and I had to modify it, and I changed it around, and I still made it taste good. So a lot of those recipes are modified and they're changed, and it is easy to put together, and it's usually with ingredients you have right in your pantry or that are affordable to get. So, and the one in there that my friend always laughs about is, it's in my cookbook. Can't tell you what page it's on because I don't have my cookbook handy. I don't have mine yet. I'm dying to get it. But beef steak and kidney pie. Now, I know many of you are going to look at that and say, what the hell did she put that in there for? That was something I was raised on. That is my mother's favorite recipe, and my grandmother's. So that recipe has been in our family for many, many, many moons. And sure, you don't have to use the organ meat in it. You can do beefsteak and mushrooms. You can just do beefsteak, but it is a wonderful recipe, and it makes a wonderful meat pie. Just, if you like kidneys, by all means use them. I wouldn't use them anymore because I don't eat organ meat anymore, but it was something I grew up on. Now, I just use beefsteak, and that's it. But I had to put that recipe in there for my grandma and my mom. That's the way it is. I've got, I grew up on a lot of that. We're German. I grew up on the organ meat. There's liver and onions is in my recipe. And I don't normally eat it. Once in a blue moon, I'll have liver and onions, but I do like them. But anyway, a lot of people don't. But there are so many different recipes in there. All kinds of stuff. You got the holiday turkey in there, the holiday ham in there. I got all kinds of stuff in there. And the side dishes. And, you know, we're going to have a ball. We're going to have a ball with this cookbook. Because I'm going to cook a lot. I'm going to do a lot of videos right out of that cookbook so you all can see. And all the tips and tricks and goodies and ways to save money I got in the front, that's something I use all the time, and you'll find it very useful. And I'm just so glad that everybody is liking that. That pleases me. That makes all the work and effort I put into it worthwhile. Even if one person liked it, I'd be happy. So, good thing. These are staring me in the face. I gotta eat one. I had those left over from when I did the crinkle cookies. And I love those chocolate crinkle cookies. How are you liking the cookies? Those are some neat recipes. And I'm going to do, Miss Cammie, I'm going to do a beautiful soft sugar cookie that's just sprinkled with a little sugar, sanding sugar. So you'll get that one to put on your to-do list. And I'll probably do that one either later today, after I get done helping my mother wrap presents, or I'll do it tomorrow, because nothing here might get done today, because I need to help her. She's a love. So, making it short and sweet, my car's back. I got my brand new tires. No more sliding off into the pickers for me. All done with that. Boy, they were expensive. $480 and then $60 to have them mounted and balanced. But you know what? When I did that, it almost went. Now who knows? I've got four-wheel drive. I just had, my tires were old. I mean, once I hit the ditch, I probably would have gained traction. It was the ice I was sliding on, and there isn't a four-wheel drive around that's good on ice. So I'd have probably got traction and come right back up out of the ditch, but still, it's enough to scare the holy bejesus out of you. And usually in the wintertime, our banks on the sides of the roads get so high, I call them bumper guards. So if you lose your traction and you start spinning around, you're going to bump off this side. You're not going to go into pickers because you're just going to bounce around like a pinball machine in the middle of the road and eventually come to a stop. So I did that one time. I was on my way to Traverse City and I come around the S-curve. No, I was on my way home from Traverse City and I come around the S-curve and I had a little Ford Focus. And I hit a little dip on the edge of the road. Just that little 2-inch dip where the concrete stops and the dirt starts. I hit that dip. And just as I hit that dip, there was a gentleman coming with a truck the opposite direction. He was coming at me. He hit the other side. And I did a Louie, and we literally spun right around each other and never even hit. And it was like, we wound up facing each other just like we were initially, but we were going the opposite ways. Oh my goodness, talk about slow motion and your life flashing before you. It was like slow motion. He twirled around my car and I twirled around his truck and we never even touched. I mean, never even touched. And it was like, we sat there looking at each other like, holy crap. How in the heck did this happen? But yeah, that was scary. And my husband, last night we went to see my granddaughter Tootsie Bell had her Christmas program down in Mesick. And my husband and I went to see that. And on the way home, he runs over a possum. I'm like, I'm terrible at, I feel so bad I could just get out and bawl and cry when you run something over. But the little possum was trying to get across the road and it was dark, and we had our dims on and you just didn't see it till you were right on top of it. And it was like, the bump, and I was like, oh, I hate that noise. I hate that feeling, and I hate that poor little thing. He hit that poor little thing. Anyway, I hate that. It's terrible. I hit a deer one time. That was not fun. I hit it in midair. It literally jumped over the road because there was an officer coming towards me. This was south of Cadillac. The officer was driving towards me. It was like 5:30 in the morning. And I was headed south. He was headed north. And it's like out of the middle of nowhere. I'm driving, I'm going about 50, well, he told me 57. I thought I was going about 55. Anyway, I was driving, just keeping up with the flow of traffic, and all of a sudden, kabang, it was like it just appeared right in front of me. You didn't see it on the sides of the road or nothing. It was just like right there, and bang. I hit it, and I pulled over. It trashed the whole front of the car. And I pulled over, and I get out, And the officer turned his lights on, of course, and he's on the other side of the road, and we couldn't find the deer anywhere. He's like, well, you know, they are diehards. He says, that thing's probably gone. He says, but I watched the whole thing. He said, I had you clocked doing 57 miles an hour. He said, but that deer literally jumped from the ditch to jump across the road, and he landed right in front of your car. He said his legs weren't even on the pavement. He didn't even touch the pavement. He said, lady, you hit him in midair. And then he was teasing me. He says, you got a hunting license? I says, no, I don't got a hunting license, and you don't have no evidence because there's no deer. He started laughing. But yeah, I hate hitting stuff. Yeah, and that car it was all done. And my daughter, she says, I didn't want that car, really, I didn't. I wanted to try and get out of that contract. And I thought to myself, well, you're out of it now because there's no car left. The front of it's gone. So anyway, be careful, because the deer, I know up here, they run crazy this time of year. They're everywhere. And how did I get off on talking about hitting animals? Oh, I was talking about spinning around and winding up in the pickers. Yeah, that's not fun. Anyway, so I got a lot more stuff planned. I turned down that job, so that would have been a full-time job. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I am interested in staying home finally and doing a little bit of respite and doing my YouTube and my cookbooks. By the way, I'm working on another book, and that one is called Homestead Living. You're gonna love it. Anyway, that one won't be ready till more like Mayish, late April, May. So anyway, what was I gonna say now? Yeah, I'm working on the cookbook. I get to yakking, and then it's like y'all are sitting here, and I forget what I'm saying, and I get off on a tangent, and I'm so sorry. But anyway, oh yes, I'm just going to stay home. I am not going to take that job. I'm going to stay home, do a little bit of respite care, and do my YouTube. That's what I love. That's what I want to do. I'm having a ball. Absolute ball. You guys are amazing. And I have made so many new friends through this. Wouldn't know you if I saw you on the street because we don't know what each other looks like. Well, you know what I look like, but you guys are amazing. And to support my channel in the way you do, it's wonderful. I love it. And I also hooked up to the community part of my YouTube channel where I can post things. Like I posted that I was going to be staying home, and I try to post every day. I didn't this morning, but you know, whether it be just good morning or what's going on for that day, or you know, whatever, I try to post stuff there. So if there's something you want to see me do or a video you want to see, post it on there. Put it up on there. And I don't know if you can post to it, but I know you can comment to it. So write it under a comment anywhere in there. I'll see it because I do my very best to answer all the comments because I love them. I love all the comments. Somebody asked me if I'd adopt them. I said, sure, come on up. Come on up. And then somebody else would love to be my neighbor. Oh yeah, my neighbors over there, they go away for the winter, but they love me in the summer because I'm always sending goodies over there, and they love it. It's a blast. So anyway, I don't think anything's going to get done today because, like I said, I'm going to my mother's to help her wrap presents. I got most of my presents all wrapped. I got just a few left to do. So I'm going to do the ham video tomorrow. So Ruth, I'm sorry, but it'll be there tomorrow, and it'll be up by tomorrow night. I promise. Promise. And it's going to be a very good, I'm doing a holiday ham with a brown sugar and honey glaze. Oh, yum. I love them like that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. And again, I promise I'll have that up tomorrow night. Anyway, with that, I probably should get skedaddling. And I got to check the mail. Oh, that's the other thing is my granddaughters who are, and they're going to be here this afternoon, so we may have a cookie video. So I'm going to do my best to keep their fingers out of it. Oh, you know how they are. Every time I turn my head, they got their fingers in everything. And it's like, oh, Lord have mercy. But I really gotta work on them because they really do need to know. And I try, but you know, kids are kids. Kids will be kids. And people get so mad at me. I have had to take quite a few comments off some of the videos with my granddaughters in there because people, they get nasty. And I mean nasty. And I monitor my comments very well. I don't want that on there. I don't want that on there. I was always taught, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you don't like something, give it a thumbs down and go on your way. That's about the worst you can do. But I've had to remove quite a few comments. People have told me to I should beat the hell out of them. And are you kidding, people? Why would you? Who in their right mind would make a comment like that? That's just obnoxious. So anyway, I removed it so none of you would be able to see it because it's not right. We've got such a good group with my YouTube channel. Everybody is good to everybody. There's no bullying. There's no nasty comments. There's no nothing. And if you look on there, there's not too many thumbs down because I try to be good. You know, I try to keep it good. I try to keep it clean. I try, you know, even the comments, I do my best to monitor everything and answer everybody. And this is a fun place. Little Village Homestead is a fun place. It's a neutral place. And that's what I want to keep it as. And so anytime you ever see a bad comment on there, rest assured it won't be there very long. And but my grandbabies were going to do, and we might do the sugar cookies. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a real soft one. So it'll be good. And we might do that because they like decorating. So I'll let them decorate them. Anyway, with that, that's it. There's nothing more going on. Except lots and lots and lots of videos. And my cookbooks are coming in and I'm so excited to get them. And that's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go check my postal box. And see, I used to have a mailbox. Except, you know, every year I'd get my brand new mailbox. And every year I'd wind up in the neighbor's front porch with mail strewed from here to hell and back. Because a snowplow would hit it. And he would just launch it right across the street. And it would land in the neighbors almost on their porch. And I'd have mail from here to God's green acres strewed all over Kaleva. So I just decided, you know what? It's just the safest way is get me a postal box. I've got tired of buying mailboxes all the time. And those plows are vicious. Anyway, so I'm going to go, friends. And that's just a little pantry chit chat. Just not much, not much going on. And I'm going to keep making videos. And again, if there's anything or any cookie video that you want to see or anything you want me to do, my gosh, throw it in the comments because I will do it. And I'm so glad, Lita, that you tried those candles. The candle's gorgeous. I saw the picture of it. If any of you want to see how her candle turned out, it's beautiful. Go to my Little Village Homestead Facebook page and you'll see it on there. And give her a thumbs up. Give her a comment. Tell her it looks pretty because it is. It is beautiful. But that's what it's all about. All being a little community here. So anyway, you guys have a good day. Be safe if you're out and traveling. Be extra careful if you're traveling on bad roads. And I will see you tomorrow, possibly later today with a video. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.